This message did not reach you by chance. It was sent with divine precision. It carries your name, your story, your pain. I, your God, ordered it to be delivered because the time has come to remind you of what others tried to erase with time, with sorrow, and with exhaustion. I saw you when no one else did. I held your soul when it was nearly lost in darkness. And today, I speak directly to you because there is something you must know. Your name was on a death list. Satan asked for your soul. He filed accusations, demanded the right to touch your life, to close your story, to erase your existence. But I stood up and said, "Not yet. It is not yet time to fall. It is not yet time to stop. It is not the end, because I am your God. I have set you apart. I have anointed you. I know your weaknesses, your struggles, your failures, and still, I call you by name." Write in the comments as one planting a flag in the impossible. I am protected by the God of the impossible. No evil will prevail against me. Declare it with conviction, for when you do, angels take position and darkness flees. If you continue to the end of this message, if you don't give up halfway, if you don't turn away from the voice that called you, then today I will begin to move what has seemed stagnant for years. I will restore what was stolen. I will repair what no one dared to touch. That miracle you've pleaded for, with pain, desperation, and sleepless nights, is already on its way. But it will come my way, in my time, and it begins with this word I send to you. Write in the comments as if marking the beginning of a new era. My name is in God's hands. No plan of hell will destroy me. Declare it with authority. When you speak, heaven records it, and hell retreats. Leave your like as a mark of faith, as if to say, I believe, I received it, I am ready. And if you're not yet subscribed, do so now. Those who walk alone get lost, but those who listen to the right voice find the way. Here, you will never walk without direction again. Do you truly believe you've made it this far on your own? Do you think you're still standing because the world was kind? No. It was my hand. It was my mercy that sustained you when your mind nearly collapsed. It was my silence that protected you from wrong decisions. Even when you thought I wasn't listening, you've cried, you've screamed, you've considered giving up. And yet, I looked at you with love. I held on to what you could no longer carry. I whispered, hold fast. It will still make sense. But now I must tell you something that cannot wait. There are battles that are not just emotional. There is weight that is not just psychological. There is war that began in the spiritual realm, and your name was mentioned. Yes, it was spoken in a spiritual meeting where destinies were weighed. Satan stood and shouted, I want her, I want him. They're discouraged. They've lost faith. They're weak. They're mine. But I, your God, stood and said, not yet. There is still a purpose. There is still promise. You are being attacked because you carry something hell fears. You were marked from the womb. If you think your pain is a sign of abandonment, you are mistaken. Your pain is a sign of spiritual warfare. And where there is war, there is something precious to protect. Now, in this very hour, I am calming your spirit. As you hear this word, angels have already been released. Chains are breaking, sealed doors are beginning to move. Something is stirring, even if you cannot yet see it. But I ask you, Do not return to the way life was before. Do not give in to the same distractions. Do not feed on the same discouragement. Whoever returns to the old will not see the new I have prepared. The choice is still before you. Surrender to weariness or surrender to my voice. If you obey me, if you continue listening, if you cling to me like never before, I will show you what eyes have not seen and what no one ever thought possible in your story. Write again in the comments, but now with courage. Heaven chose me. Hell will not stop me. If this message speaks to you, confirm your faith with a simple gesture. Leave your love. It's a way of saying, this word came from above and I know it's for me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do so now. The next messages will not be superficial. They will be direct, like this one. They will confront, heal, liberate. You cannot miss what I, the Lord, am about to do with you. It was I who led you to this word. You have a certain destiny. Your soul has been restless, sensing something behind the last few days. You've noticed a shift in the atmosphere. You've sensed changes in people. Attitudes that once seemed firm have begun to slip. It was not paranoia. It was not my imagination. There was a hidden intention against you. The plan was crafted coldly, with silent details and a semblance of normality. It was evil, carefully designed to expose you, hurt you, and weaken you little by little. But before they touched what is yours, before they reached the center of your trust, I stepped in. I saw the conversation they tried to hide. I saw the disguised look. I saw the poison being distributed in small doses, with false smiles and subtle words. I didn't let you discover everything at once because I protected your sanity. But I decided to act. And when heaven intervenes, no mask can withstand it. No pretense can hold. What was prepared to harm you was undone before it could fully manifest. You didn't realize it, but you were freed from something that would have damaged your reputation, your peace, and your direction. The delay you interpreted as silence was protection. I didn't want you to respond with the same weapons. I didn't let you act on impulse because I knew a hasty reaction would feed the enemy. That's why I held your hands. That's why I silenced your mouth. Now I tell you, do not defend yourself. Do not accuse. Do not waste energy trying to understand who or why. Stay where I placed you. Whoever tries to take what's yours will see that there is no competing with what my hand has marked. The cut you felt was not a loss. It was a separation allowed by me. And even if you feel a void, it is in that space that I will birth something new, clean, and uncontaminated. What was taken from you, I will replace. Not with imitations, but with true alliances, with bonds that do not break when voices rise. Write firmly in the comments, God saw what they did to me, and He kept me. This is a spiritual confession, a public declaration from someone who knows they did not win alone. And if this word reached you, confirm it with your presence here. Leave your like, not as an automatic gesture, but as a mark of someone who understands they are protected by something greater. If you haven't subscribed yet, do so now. This is not an isolated message. It's part of a series of divine alerts and revelations with purpose. Stay with me because in the next video, I will reveal what's behind your sleep disturbances and why certain early mornings feel heavy even when everything seems quiet. It's deeper than it appears and must be addressed before it becomes a prison. While you struggle to find rest, an invisible war rages while the world sleeps. I see the nights when you wake with a racing heart, a restless mind, and a weight pressing on your chest for no apparent reason. These moments are not coincidence. They are targeted attacks on your peace, attempts by the enemy to destabilize you and steal the tranquility I desire for you. He knows that in the stillness of early morning, when your guard is down, your soul is most vulnerable. That's why he invades your dreams, placing fear where there should be calm and doubt where there should be trust. But I will not leave you alone in this battle. Even if the silence of night feels dark, my presence is stronger than any shadow. I invite you to resist. Lift your soul even if sleep escapes you. Do not give in to the invisible pressures that seek to bring you down. Learn to recognize these attacks, because only then can you face them with the strength I give you. Your home, your body, and your mind are temples where I dwell and which I protect. No evil sent in darkness will have power over you if you remember where your strength comes from. Do not allow the enemy to make you a prisoner of sleepless nights. These hours can be the beginning of your liberation if you understand what's happening and seek my help. I promise to restore the rest you've lost, but you must be vigilant and steadfast, resisting those who try to steal your peace. Write in the comments, "My peace will not be stolen in the hours of the night." Declare this with faith. When you recognize the battle, you begin to claim the victory I've already given you. Leave your life as a symbol of someone ready to break invisible chains. They silenced you when you needed to speak. They humiliated you when you should have been honored. They smiled on the outside while secretly hoping you'd give up. People who claimed to be close, who swore support, changed their tone and gaze without warning. It wasn't a coincidence. It was a strategy to weaken you, to make you doubt yourself, to make you feel alone in the storm. But I, the Lord who sees everything, saw it all. Every tear shed in silence, every malicious word spoken behind your back, every false smile hides poison. Nothing escaped my eyes. I preserved your justice even when the world seemed to condemn you. Today I lift up your cause. What was taken from you I return multiplied. What was denied I grant beyond what you imagined. The contempt you endured will be transformed into honor. The silence imposed on you will become a powerful voice. Don't be surprised when those who humiliated you are stunned by the greatness I'm preparing for you. Write in the comments with conviction. God is my justice and my strength. Recognize that you are not alone. True victory comes from me, your just and faithful defender. Have you felt something strange when night falls? A presence that presses on your chest, a chill that doesn't come from the air, a fear that can't be explained. These are nights when silence screams and rest becomes a battle. That's no coincidence. There is spiritual interference occurring while you try to sleep, an attempt by the enemy to steal your peace and weaken your spirit. While your body rests, your soul faces an invisible struggle. The enemy knows that during your hours of vulnerability, when your senses are quiet, he can act to sap your strength. He tries to open gaps, create doors through which to enter, launch doubts, anxieties, and direct attacks on your sleep and emotional balance. It's a silent war that few perceive, but it has profound effects on your life. I want you to know, this situation has not gone unnoticed. I am attentive to every moment you wake up afraid, every time exhaustion feels heavier, every night that ends without the serenity I desire for you. I will not allow this oppression to continue unchecked. You must understand, this presence was not sent by me. I do not wish for you to experience turbulent nights, to feel imprisoned by invisible fears, or for your rest to be interrupted. I am here to close every door opened without your permission, to break the chains that try to trap you, and to restore the peace that is rightfully yours. It is time for you to rise spiritually, to reclaim your rest and your space. Do not allow fear, anxiety, or spiritual fatigue to dominate your life. Acknowledge the battle, but do not surrender to it. Strengthen your mind and spirit in my word, in prayer, and in the certainty that I am with you. Write in the comments, "My house is protected, my rest is sacred." Declare it with the strength of unwavering faith. Leave your like as a sign that you no longer accept being attacked in the night hours. If you're not yet subscribed, do so now to receive messages that will bring light and victory to your nights. The fight that occurs while you rest goes far beyond what your eyes can see. It is an invisible battlefield where opposing forces fight for your soul, your peace, and your hope. Many times you wake up tired, as if you hadn't truly rested, and you don't understand why. That exhaustion is not only physical, it's spiritual. The enemy wants to wear you down, to weaken you so you give up, so you lose faith and the courage to continue. But I am here to remind you, you are not alone in this war. I am your shield, your refuge, your strength, when everything feels like it's falling apart. When fears come at night, I am with you to drive them away. When doubts become storms, I am calm in the midst of the gale. Do not let shadows of the past or invisible threats steal your joy and confidence. Declare the truth over your life. Do not give the enemy a place he was never granted. Protect your heart and mind with the certainty that I am greater than any fear, greater than any oppression. Strengthen your spirit in prayer, in meditation on my word, in praise that drives away evil. Victory begins when you choose not to give up. Write in the comments, "I do not fear what the night brings, because God is my light." Leave your like as a testimony of someone who has chosen to rise against the darkness and trust in the power of the Almighty. If you're not yet part of this channel, subscribe now, because together we will walk toward victory. While the world sleeps, your spirit is wrapped in an invisible struggle, a silent confrontation where the forces of darkness attempt to steal what I, your God, have prepared for your life. Peace, true rest, and renewal come only from my presence. This war is not visible to human eyes, but I see it clearly. I know the hours when you wake in a cold sweat, the pressure you feel in your chest, the thoughts that keep you awake, and the anguish that robs you of sleep. These are tactics of the enemy, designed to weaken you and distance you from the trust you should have in me. But I have not abandoned you. I have not allowed those forces to triumph over you. On the contrary, I am by your side, ready to be your shield and your safe haven in the darkest hours. Those difficult nights were not permitted to destroy you. They were allowed to prepare you for something greater. I am forging in your spirit a strength and resistance that will be unbreakable in the face of storms. Every night you endure, every moment you cling to my word and refuse to let fear dominate you, is making you stronger and more prepared for what is to come. Now is the time to take possession of the rest I give you. Do not allow the fear of shadows to prevent you from sleeping. Reject all anxiety and doubt that the enemy tries to sow in your mind during these hours. Your home is a sanctuary protected by my powerful hand. I am closing every door, blocking every breach, and nullifying every attack planned against you and those you love. Affirm this protection with faith and action. Rise now and declare, "My mind is at peace. My sleep is restored. God guards my rest." Write it in the comments, not as mere words, but as a decree of spiritual authority over your life. Leave your like as a seal of someone who has chosen not to be dominated by fear, but clothed in the courage I provide. If you are not yet part of this channel, subscribe now so you don't miss the upcoming revelations that will bring even more light to your path. I will teach you how to identify signs of spiritual attacks hidden in everyday situations, and how to shield your mind, body, and spirit against them. I will show you how to pray with power and establish spiritual barriers that no darkness can penetrate. The battle continues, but with my firm presence at your side, victory is inevitable. Prepare yourself, because what is coming is the awakening of a force that will transform your suffering into testimony, your struggle into definitive victory. Every night you face this invisible battle, I see beyond what your eyes can perceive. I see the weight you carry in silence, the anguish that wakes you with a racing heart, the fear that tries to invade your thoughts and steal your peace. I know it's not easy to maintain hope when sleep eludes you and your soul feels oppressed. But this battle is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to strengthen you. It is in adversity that true character is shaped. It is in darkness that light shines brightest. And I am with you every step of the way. As you suffer through sleepless nights, every sigh and unshed tear is noticed by me. I understand the depth of your weariness and the toll this spiritual war takes on your body and mind. Even when all seems lost, when discouragement threatens to overwhelm you, I extend my hand to hold you firm and lift you up so you don't fall. Victory is not found in the absence of struggle. It is found in perseverance through it. I am your refuge when the storm rages and your soul cries out for rest. Do not allow the forces that attack you to have dominion over your life. Do not give fear and anxiety room to take root in your heart. Raise your voice in prayer. Cry out for my intervention and know that every word is a weapon against evil. The battle may be invisible, but your faith is a light that drives away the darkness. I am the God who breaks chains, destroys strongholds, and brings freedom where there is oppression. Take possession of your rest. Do not accept tiredness as a final sentence, nor restlessness as normal. I want your mind to find peace and your body to be renewed each night. Declare with conviction, I rest in God's protection and nothing disturbs me. Write it in the comments. It is a decree that strengthens your soul and fortifies the community walking with you on this journey. Leave your like as a symbol of choosing to trust, even when the situation seems impossible. If you are not yet subscribed to the channel, do so now. Here you will find words of hope, strength, and liberation. Each message is a step toward discovering the power you have in God to overcome any attack, torment, or fear. In the next videos, I will reveal how to protect your mind and heart from spiritual traps that seek to weaken you, and how to build an invisible shield that no evil force can break. Remember, The battle may be hard, but I am with you. You are not alone. True rest is reserved for those who trust in me and remain steadfast. Prepare to experience a new level of peace and victory. The best is yet to come. That's why every night, when thoughts insist on tormenting you, raise your voice to me. Speak to me in prayer. Cry out for my presence, because I respond to the sincere heart. I break down the walls of fear and bring relief to the soul that surrenders. You must recognize that this is not a common problem. It is a spiritual war that requires discernment and firmness. It's not enough to simply wish for better sleep. You must declare that your rest is guarded by me, that no shadow has power over your mind. Affirm this truth within yourself and proclaim it aloud. God is my protector and guards my sleep. Write it in the comments as an act of faith and resistance. Every declared word strengthens your spirit and inspires others who are also struggling. I will reveal the strategies to permanently close the doors the enemy tries to open in your spirit. I will teach you how to build a powerful protective shield through prayer and faith, how to armor your mind and heart so that nothing can bring you down. The battle is real, but victory has already been guaranteed by me. Prepare to experience a profound transformation, a spiritual awakening that will bring light where there was once darkness, strength where there was weakness, and peace where there was restlessness. Always remember, I am with you. Even when it feels like the world is against you, I am your security. Trust me. Surrender your fear and watch as I transform your moments of anguish into powerful testimonies. Victory is yours, because I have already conquered it for you, and the best is yet to come. While the world sleeps, your spirit fights battles few can see or understand. The nights when silence feels heavy and darkness seems denser are not mere moments of restlessness. They are fields of spiritual battle where evil forces seek to undermine your faith, steal your hope, and extinguish the flame I lit within you. I see every moment when your body rests, but your soul remains alert, suffering attacks that try to bring you down before dawn. This is a harsh reality, but it is necessary for your character to be strengthened and your trust in me to grow beyond what you can imagine. The anguish that invades you is not random. It is a test, a tribulation designed to divert your focus from what matters most, your communion with me. The enemy knows that weakening you in the silence of night gives him an advantage to influence your thoughts, fill you with doubt, and distance you from my presence. But I am with you, not just to observe, but to intervene with power and authority. I will not allow those forces to destroy what I have carefully placed in your heart. I am your refuge in difficult hours, your invisible shield that blocks every opposing attack. Even when all seems lost, when fear tries to take hold of you, I sustain you with the strength of my eternal love. There is no night so dark that it can extinguish the light I placed within you, nor a shadow so strong that it can overcome the protection I gave you. It's time to raise your voice, to cry out with faith and determination. Do not give in to the oppression that surrounds you in the early mornings. The rest I offer is not only for the body, but for the soul that trusts in me. Surrender your fears, your anxieties, your restlessness, and receive the peace that only I can give. Declare with conviction, my dreams are guarded by God. My mind is protected by the Lord. Write it in the comments. When your words align with truth, they create a shield around you and strengthen others who are also struggling. Always remember, I am the God who does not sleep, who does not rest until you are at peace. Trust in me, because I am preparing for you a future of victory and true rest. Do not give up. The light is coming, and your story is about to change forever. Have you noticed how some people keep secrets, not just of words, but of intentions? There are hearts that hide envy, resentment, and dark desires against you, even when they pretend friendship or neutrality. These silent evils, these seemingly innocent plans, carry real weight in the spiritual realm and can affect your life in ways you cannot imagine. But I want you to know, I see all of it. I am attentive to every move made against you. Not all evil comes announced, and not every attack is visible. Often it's the small attitudes, the disguised glances, the words left unsaid that cause silent destruction. People may approach with smiles but carry intentions to tear you down. That's not fair. But I, your God, know the truth, even when it's hidden. I'm here to remind you, none of those evils will have power if you remain steadfast in me. I am your defender and advocate. I fight for you, even when you cannot fight for yourself. Do not be fooled by appearances, nor exhaust yourself trying to understand the motives of those who wish you harm. Focus on me, and I will give you wisdom to discern and courage to act. Write in the comments, God is my defense against all evil. Leave your like as a sign of someone who chooses to trust in divine protection, not in human plans. If you're not yet subscribed, do so now to learn how to protect your life from hidden influences and walk in victory. Have you ever had nights when sleep just won't come? When your body is exhausted, but your mind feels trapped in a whirlwind that won't calm down? This difficulty sleeping is not just physical or psychological. It is often a symptom of a spiritual struggle that takes place in the silence of darkness. The enemy knows that when you lose rest, your endurance diminishes, your faith weakens, and he gains space to plant doubts, fears, and confusion that distance you from my purpose for your life. But I'm here to tell you, this battle can be won. I am the one who calms the wind and the sea. I am the peace that surpasses all understanding. When you feel overwhelmed and the shadows of night seem larger than the light of day, remember, I am with you. No spiritual disturbance can prevail against those who trust in me. It's time to declare your authority over your rest. Do not let the enemy use the early mornings to weaken you any longer. Raise your voice in prayer. Ask for my intervention. Know that I will send my angels to guard your sleep. Open your heart to receive the peace I offer, a peace that does not depend on circumstances, but on my constant presence in your life. Write in the comments, my rest is kept by God. Leave your like as a sign that you are ready to take possession of this divine peace. If you're not yet subscribed, sign up now to receive words that will strengthen your faith and protect your mind from the enemy's attacks. They silenced you when you needed a voice. They humiliated you when you deserved honor. They smiled outwardly while secretly wishing for your downfall. People who called themselves friends became instruments of pain, spreading words that tried to diminish you, creating invisible barriers to isolate you. This injustice made you feel abandoned, as if left at the mercy of silence and contempt. But I, who see what is hidden and what is revealed, Guard your cause and prepare your vindication. Even when the world rejected you, I was there, watching every unwiped tear, every moment of helplessness. I did not allow false accusations to prevail. In my time, the hidden truth will come to light, and the honor that was denied will be multiplied. The contempt you suffered will become a powerful testimony, and those who laughed at your fall will be astonished by your rise. Write in the comments, "God is my justice and my strength." Declare it firmly. Even in the most difficult hours, He is your refuge and your hope. Leave your like as proof that you recognize true victory comes from above. If you're not yet a member of this channel, subscribe now to receive words that bring light and direction to your life. Feeling like something strange is invading your space at night is not just your imagination. That presence that disturbs you, that makes your body tremble for no apparent reason, that steals the peace of your quietest hours, was not sent by me. It is interference from the enemy, an attempt to sow fear, confusion, and anguish in your heart while you try to rest. He knows that in the silence of dawn, your soul is most vulnerable. That's why he insists on disturbing your sleep and weakening you. But I am here to close every door that has been opened without your permission, to expel every shadow that tries to approach you. You will not allow that presence to take over your home, your body, or your spirit. My protection is greater than any evil that tries to harass you. I send my angels to guard your rest and create an invisible shield around you so that no opposing force can reach you. It's time for you to rise spiritually, to assert your authority over your life and your home. Declare with me, "No one invades my rest because God is my protection." Write it in the comments as an act of faith and resistance. Leave your like as a sign that you choose to live protected by the light of the Lord. If you haven't subscribed yet, sign up now to receive messages that bring peace and liberation to your life. Now, more than ever, is the time to affirm your heart in the certainty that I, your God, am with you every step of the way. No matter what they have planned against you, nor the darkness that tried to envelop your soul, my light will never go out inside you. The peace I offer is greater than any fear, greater than any struggle. Trust me. Cast your burdens upon me and stand firm, for my power sustains you and your victory is assured. Write in the comments, "I trust in the Lord who keeps me and strengthens me." Leave your like as a sign that you choose to walk in the light and divine protection. If you're not yet a member of this channel, subscribe now so we can continue this journey of faith, victory, and transformation together. Remember, no evil can prevail against those who are in my hands. Prepare yourself, because I still have much to reveal, to strengthen you and guide you toward a life full of peace, love, and protection. Don't give up, because I never gave up on you. Prayer to sleep in peace. Beloved and eternal Father, at this moment when the day says goodbye and the night silently arrives, I turn to you seeking the safe refuge of your love. I thank you for every step taken, for every blessing received. Even those I have not perceived, I know you are my faithful guardian, my constant protector. That's why I trust in you now, handing over all my worries. Lord, I ask you to calm my restless heart and silence all the thoughts that prevent me from resting. May your peace, which surpasses all understanding, descend upon me now and fill every space of my mind, driving away worry, fear, anxiety, and every form of disturbance. May your Holy Spirit rest upon me, bringing deep serenity and the certainty that I am safe in your hands. Protect my dreams, Lord, from every shadow of evil and every invisible attack that tries to steal my rest. May your angels guard me and keep me safe, preventing the enemy from approaching with his tricks and traps. May I sleep under the blanket of your protection, wrapped in your grace and loving care. Teach me to trust you more, even when the nights seem long and difficult. May I surrender all my anguish, pain, and fears, knowing that you are the God of the impossible, the God who cares for me with mercy and fidelity. Renew my strength as I rest. Heal my wounds. Restore my weary soul. Prepare my heart for the new day to come. May I wake up feeling the renewal of your love and the hope that only you can give. May my dreams be blessed, my thoughts purified, and may your presence be my constant guide. Thank you, Father, because even in the darkest night, you are the light that never goes out. I surrender myself completely into your hands, trusting that you are with me now and forever. In the name of Jesus, your beloved Son, I pray and rest. Amen.